everybody, and welcome to our webinar about how to master the true omnichannel game. With me, I have Yariv. Hi, Yariv.
Hi, Keren.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm pretty excited, actually, seeing all of the people here joining the webinar. Let me introduce myself. My name is Keren Halpern. I am a Director of Product Marketing for Retail and Priority Software.
And I'm Yariv. I'm the VP Business Development for Priority Retail, over 13 years with the company, and I will be demoing the product later on.
Great. So a little bit of housekeeping before we actually start diving in. This session is being recorded and will be shared online and through email to registered people. If you have any questions, please share them in the relevant box and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible during the session itself or afterwards. Okay, so let's see what we have today. So first we're going to talk about market trends and the need for true omnichannel. After that, we'll introduce a little bit about priority retail, and Yariv will take us through an exciting demo that will show multi-retail channels, and at the end, we'll leave some time for Q&A. Let's talk about the retail ecosystem. We know that the retail ecosystem is expanding and growing and is providing more and more complexities for the retailers to manage their business. If in the past it included the store, the brick and mortar physical shop, the headquarters that manage the finance and the HR, the customer support, the supply chain and the warehouse, this is evolving. Let's see what's going on. First of all, in the store itself, it's no longer just the traditional point of sale. There are more and more solutions to manage the purchasing experience. We have the mobile point of sale that is used by shop attendees to serve consumers wherever they are in the shop. We also have the self-checkout that allows the consumers to actually perform the purchasing on their own and empower their experience. And the shop attendees also have the mobile back office solutions to manage the inventory within the shop. In the headquarters, there are additional capabilities that are required. First, a solution to provide forecasting. Then we have all of the solutions that manage the digital marketing and the loyalty programs. And last but not least, the game changer of the retail ecosystem is actually the online shop with both the e-commerce and the mobile app. As you can see, this is becoming a more and more complex environment with more and more touch points for the consumer to experience and more data to handle. So what are the market drivers for 2024? First, we've got the operational efficiency. This is the need for retailers to actually be more and more efficient because on one hand, the cost of freight, the cost of goods, and the cost of labor is constantly growing. On the other hand, consumers are actually not willing to spend more. They're very self-conscious about what they buy and what is the price they are willing to pay for it. In addition, we've got the supply chain disruption due to global events and labor shortage, or in specific, labor shortage for experienced workers. The second trend is around centralizing the data. There are multiple data sources, as we saw in the ecosystem, and there is a challenge to maintain their data integrity. And in addition to that, customers' expectations are for a seamless experience no matter what the touch point and the channel is. And last, the user experience. So actually, who is the user? So we've got the consumers, we've got the shop attendants and the shop assistants, and we've got all of the employees in the retail organization across the different business units. And all of them are searching for a digital experience. The second influencer around the user experience is actually the multiple customer journeys. Not only the physical, not only the online, but the blending and merging between all of the touch points. And the users are expecting a seamless online and offline customer experience. And last, the in-store that is going mobile. This is a constant trend that is growing and increasing over time. So how do I actually approach this omni-channel challenge? The answer is by adopting a true omni-channel solution. This solution seamlessly unifies all customer touchpoints, creating a consistent journey across physical, digital, and social channels. How do we do that? By implementing a centralized architecture for all data and business logic. This includes pricing, promotion, inventory, loyalty, customer management, and much more throughout the entire shopping experience. There are 5 building blocks to achieve true omni-channel retailing. The first, the cloud infrastructure. Managing and operating the solutions on the cloud increased operational efficiencies. The second is centralizing the entire data to a single repository that acts as a single source of truth. This includes data such as inventory, pricing, customer information, loyalty, and much more. Once you achieve a centralized data repository for all elements, you're able to unify the operations across the different touch points, across the different business units, and you're able to unify the customer experience across the different channels. Having said that, you're able to reach the ultimate point of achieving a personalized engagement to the customers. And with that, let's introduce ourselves. So we're Priority Software. We're a market leader for enterprise software that empowers organizations to manage their business smarter, easier, and with more agility. Our solutions expand through ERP, hospitality, retail, and education. We were founded in 1986. We have more than 550 employees. Actually, I think we're reaching
almost 600.
Almost 600. We have offices in the US, in Israel, in the UK, and in Benelux. We have more than 15,000 customers in more than 70 countries across, I think, all continents. And we're recognized by both Gartner and IDC as the top 10 ERP cloud solutions. Our priority retail solution is an all-in-one RMS, point of sale, and ERP. It's on the cloud. It's fully SaaS. It's a unified platform that provides a true omni-channel experience and uses headless commerce architecture to provide mobile anywhere experiences. Our solution is used by hundreds of retailers, including known brands such as Aldo, Columbia, Ace, Hoka, Blundstone, and many more. And with that, let's go to solution review. Yariv, take it from here.
Thank you very much, Keren, for the amazing overview. So let's describe the solution. We will start at the cloud. We have the ERP and the retail resides in the cloud as a single source of truth with one database, to which we already discussed about the point of sale, which is the brick and mortar point of sale, with a local database to provide offline capability. Now we have the one core engine, also resides in the cloud. It can also reside in the store. It depends on what we want to achieve. And the one core engine is the one that is responsible for the headless commerce architecture and to actually expose the data and the business logic to all the other channels. So once we have the one core engine, we're able to connect every external channel to our business logic and database. The first solution is the e-commerce website to consume the data and the business logic for the one core engine, providing an omni-channel experience for our e-commerce shoppers. Once we had this solution, we thought, why not providing it also in the store? That's how we developed the QPOS, the mobile point of sale. This is in the store, in the hand of the cashier, enable him to actually shorten the lines in the point of sale. Another solution in the store is the kiosk. It's a self-attended application enabling the customer to complete the purchase experience without having to have a friction with the retailer. And the last but not least is the TPOS. It's an also mobile device existing in the store and enables us to move inside the store with the customer to the shelves and release the customer at the shelf. Talking about the one core engine, not only that it serves the solutions that provided by Priority, it also allows us to connect external channels, third-party solutions, to our business logic and database. For example, CRM applications, mobile customer applications, digital marketing, and so on. So once we have described the solution, the architecture, let's see a demo of the product. We will show the head office, the priority post, the queue post, and the e-commerce website, not necessarily in this order, but we will demo everything and the omnichannel experience from the product side. So this is the standard point of sale. This is the product that used in the brick and mortar stores. We can see on the left side the customer area where we can take in a customer. Let's search our customer. His name is John. Here he is. Now the system goes to the server and brings all John up-to-date information, including address, his loyalty information. We can see that he's holding VIP coupons, that it's also part of the VIP 25% off segment. And when we press OK, the system will take John into the transaction. We still can see John's information on the left bottom area of the point of sale, including his coupons, his loyalty membership, and so on. Now let's add some items into the transaction. Let's take one t-shirt. And we can see that this t-shirt has a 20% off-season promotion. Now I can tell you that we have two promotions competing over the same items in the transaction. We have the 20% off-season, and we have the second item for 50%. So I will add the jeans. And we would expect to see the second item for 50%, but the system actually recognizes that it is better for the customer to have 20% for each of the item, which is a higher discount than having the second for 50%. So if I add the jeans, I can see that the system now put into action the 50% for the second item. This is a very unique capability of Priority point of sale. It's the ability to provide the best promotion for the customer. We call it the promotion optimizer. And we can see that now the system activated both promotions. Now let's go back to Priority and see what we can see in the platform. So this is the Priority platform. We can see my desktop. It's a centralized system that has inside all the features and the modules required to manage the retail chain. We have the retail head office as a module, and we have all the ERP modules required to manage the chain, like finance, CRM, sales, and project management. Everything centralized under one system, one database, as a single source of truth. Now let's see some of the forms that we have inside the system. We have the stores. We can see both the brick and mortar stores and the e-commerce stores under the same form. If we take a look at the item, we can see all the items in the system, including the promotions that these items are taking part in. We can see the promotion defining form with all the fields required to set up promotions, from dates, hours, days, sums, percents, and so on. And we can see the transactions coming from all the channels. Now let's go to the next channel. Let's go to the e-commerce website. So this is a standard Magento platform, which is connected to Priority through the one core engine that we've mentioned before in the presentation. And let's do the same transaction that we did in the point of sale, also in the e-commerce platform, and demonstrate the omni-channel capability of the system. Let's take in the t-shirt. And let's see that it got the same promotion as it has in the store. Add the jeans. And we can see that also in the e-commerce, we have the same promotion, the same choice of the system to provide the 20% off season instead of the 1+1. And now we can take another jeans. And we can see both promotions in the cart the 20% off season for the t-shirt and the 50% for the second item for the jeans. And now let's check out, but we will check out with the same customer that we had in the point of sale, Mr. John Smith. Let's log in as John Smith. The e-commerce platform is now approaching the one core server, bringing all John's information, including the loyalty information, his address, and all the data, the same as we saw in the point of sale, providing the same customer experience for Mr. John Smith. The third channel we're going to demo is the mobile point of sale, the QPOS. The QPOS is installed on a designated hardware with an EMV capability, with a barcode scanner, as well as 2 channels of communication, Wi-Fi and cellular, enable it to operate both inside the store as a mobile point of sale or outside the store, let's say as a pop-up store, providing the same customer experience no matter where we meet him, whether in-store, out of the store, in the e-commerce, still we keep the same customer experience whenever we meet the customer. Let's bring the same items in the QPOS. We have the t-shirt, we have the 2 jeans, and we have the same promotions in the QPOS as we saw in the point of sale and the e-commerce. Another capability is the inventory search. Since the inventory is shared through all the channels using the one core engine, I'm able also to check inventory of items in the QPOS. Let's scan the shirt and we can see the inventory level of the t-shirt in all our stores. One last thing is Mr. John Smith. So we can search for John also in the QPOS. Let's put in his name. Search. The QPOS will go to the same one core engine and bring John Smith information exactly as we had in the point of sale and in the e-commerce transaction. And now Mr. John Smith is also the customer of the QPOS transaction. Let's go back to priority now. This is the priority transaction form. This is where we can see all the transactions coming from all the retail channels. We can see that they are differentiated by color. We have the blue transactions for the point of sale, the green ones for the QPOS, and the red transactions coming from the e-commerce platform. Now, the difference between the point of sale and the QPOS transactions to the ones that are coming from the e-commerce is the e-commerce transaction being actually orders and not cash and carry transactions. And this is where we want to demonstrate the unified capability of the system that took the transaction from the e-commerce website and out of which already created a sales order in the logistics module of the ERP. And this order is ready to be collected and supplied to the customer. So it's a unified flow from the retail module into the ERP automatically without us having to do any action or doing anything manually. If we go back to the priority desktop, we can see the widgets that shows online information. For any data that I wish to present, I can add some more widgets from here and choose open purchase order or profit and loss or sales. And in each widget, I can choose in which level I want to see the information by the item, by the department, by the sales rep, or any other information by which I want to show the information inside the widget.
Okay, so this concludes our product demo. Now let's recap what we had in the demo. We were talking about the retail head office and the ERP resides in the cloud as a SaaS solution, to which we have the one core connected and enables the connectivity to all the external channels. We were demoing the point of sale, the brick and mortar point of sale with the offline capability. We had the e-commerce
with an omni-channel experience using the one core capability, and we showed the QPOS, which is the mobile point of sale. And with that, we completed the demo, and I will give it back to Keren for Q&As.
Thanks, Yariv. Actually, I'm going to ask the questions, and you're going to answer them.
Fine.
Okay, so we have quite a few questions from the audience. Yariv, are you ready?
Yeah, ready?
Okay, let's see. Do you support buy online and pick up in store experience?
Yeah, definitely. The order can start at the e-commerce website, and when the customer comes to the store, the point of sale is able to withdraw the order from the head office and complete the shopping experience by cashing out the customer.
Great. We have a question here from Keith. Do you support the possibility of returning an item in the store after it was purchased online? Oh, this is something that I experience constantly.
Yeah. Actually, it disturbs a lot of customers that they buy online and they cannot come to the store and have their money refunded or their item replaced. So with us, of course, it is possible. Every transaction in the e-commerce website has its own unique identifier. With that, the customer can come to the store and the point of sale will recognize the complete transaction with the prices he paid for each and every item.
I'm sure it will help me to have such a solution in my preferred retail. We've got Emma asking, can your retail solution be integrated into my existing ERP?
Yes, of course. We can provide the retail architecture with the head office and the one core providing the omni-channel experience. But with having your ERP, we will not be able to supply the unified commerce, which is the flow from the retail to the ERP, which is the seamless solution that we have demoed before in the demonstration.
Salman is asking, do you provide a customer support module for omni-channel orders?
Yeah, we do. We have a service module that enables you to open a ticket to a customer, whether it is an online transaction or an offline transaction.
Okay, Alex is asking, how do you deal with inventory availability in an omni-channel environment?
That's a very good question. What we actually do when an order is getting into the system, we reserve the inventory for that specific order. And when we're showing the available inventory to the channels, we are deducting the quantities inside the open orders, so the other customers will not be able to order this inventory again.
Got it. And then is asking, what's the commercial model for the solution?
Well, actually, Priority is a subscription-based solution. So we have the subscription for the headquarters by named user, and we have the subscription for the point of sale.
Full SaaS?
Yeah.
Okay. Pete's asking, what's the size of the retail chain implementations that you support?
Well, actually, our sweet spot would be between 10 stores and 100 of stores. We're less fit for moms and pops, and we're not talking about thousands of stores. But everything between that is our sweet spot.
Got it. We've got two more questions here that I think we have time for. One is, how many concurrent sessions does the one core module support?
Good question. So because the one core engine is working in a stateless mode, it means that it doesn't keep an open session for each customer, but only when the customer makes any change in the transaction, only then the one core engine is being approached. We can actually support up to 2,000 concurrent customers on an e-commerce website.
Got it. And the last question that we have time for is, do you provide the solution including the point of sale hardware?
We can do that using our business partners, the local business partner. He will be able to supply the hardware and integrate it to our software solution.
Got it. Okay, we have quite a few more questions, but we don't have time. So with that, we'll wrap it. Yariv, it was a pleasure having this webinar with you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me as well.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll see you in the next webinar.